Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahwah Wa Yahawashi, and double honors to the apostle, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And I'm going to share with you, Akim, tonight, a dream that the Most High gave me. And the dream came out of the midst of, just suffering, man. Just, feeling down and out, feeling physically tired at the job, stressed out, it seemed like it's getting harder and harder to feed myself, to pay the bills. A lot of times I don't have any extra. It's just the struggle and the curses. And, it gets, I've been, on this struggle really for the last, 2.5, 3 years. And so, there comes a point where, man, you can just become weary and weak and you just want to, throw your hands up and just, give up. And so I was, sitting at work and, I'm, lifting these heavy, 25 to 30 pound totes all day, stacking them, putting them on the lines and stuff. And the job requires a lot of walking as well. And I was just, really tired, man. I got to, thinking about, some of the, the certain Akim, Banlaya, that passed away. And so, man, as I'm sitting there, kind of, fighting back the grief and fighting back the tears, man, just thinking about that brother, I kind of snapped out of it, pulled myself together, got the flesh under subjection, and went on and worked. And so later on that night, and it just goes to show you the Most High cares about us, man. The Most High is a man of war. The Most High is a stern ruler. He rules with a rod of iron, especially in the kingdom to come under Yahawashi. But at the same time, the Most High is a caring power. He cares. He cares about how we feel. He hears our suffering. He hears our cries. We're just, finishing out our punishment. And we just have to go through it until it's over. And it's coming to an end real soon. But to get back to the dream that I had, later on that night, as I come into this dream in the wee hours of the morning, and I'm watching, some of the bosses, my former bosses, they're sitting, they're standing around with clips, and they're in and out of their office, relaxing, smoking cigarettes, just doing what foremen and bosses and CEOs and of that nature do. They've got the easy part of the job. They just come and breathe down your neck, and we want more, we want more. It's got to be the bottom line. It's the bottom line, And so as I'm watching these foremen and men of power and business owners, they're relaxing, doing their thing. I'm sitting there in anger and bitterness and frustration and thinking, how long is this going to last? How long is this going to go on? And so, the Most High, quickened me in the spirit. He said, look behind you. And so when I looked, there was a giant cornfield. Now, mind you, the sky was blue. The sky was just blue and had white clouds, but at the same time, there was this white tornado, big, huge. I'd probably say probably about an F3, and it's sitting there spinning in the cornfield. And in the cornfield, there were tractors and machines that they use to plow the field up, sitting in a row. They're just in a row, and they're harvesting the crops. It looked like corn to me. The crops look like corn, and so as they're harvesting the crops, and the farmers doing their thing, this tornado, blew the tractor trailers off the field, and they pushed the tractor trailers into the forest, and at a really, really fast pace. And the forests have significance, and in a forest they have trees. Where the trees represent the nations, and that tractor trailers represent the harvesting of the food that, especially here in America and worldwide, that they do. The tornado represents the destruction of the Most High, and he's going to blight our enemies and even 2/3 of our people. He's going to blight the food. There's going to be something's coming up to where there's going to be a high surge in the price of food. And plus, we're dealing with this jade helm, and that jade helm very well may be the thing that brings in martial law and then cuts us off to where we can't get any food for a long period of time until the RFID chip is implemented. But anyway, that basically represented, it's going to affect not only us, it's going to be affect world. There's going to be world hunger. So the Most High is getting ready to move, and like I said, I can't say 100% when the Most High is going to do this. The Most High is going to give me a date and a time, and 5 o'clock. 2 months from now, the Most High is not going to do that. But usually when the Most High gives me something, it's within 6 months to a year. So around in that time span. So just be on the lookout, brothers. Martial law is coming, and it's coming fast. It could be longer than a year, but believe me, it's coming. And we know it by the scriptures. So it was really an awesome thing for the Most High to give me the understanding as well as the dream. It kind of remind me of Joseph and Daniel. So it was a really, really awesome thing, man. I mean, the dream was super, super real. I felt everything. I could see everything. It was just like I was right there. So it just goes to show you the Most High is getting ready to judge a nation. He's already brought police brutality towards Israel, the 12 tribes, especially the tribe of Judah. And now he's starting to work on the Native Americans more and the Issacharites and the other tribes more. So things are getting ready to turn, for the worse. It's going to be good for the elect. But anybody that's not in the truth, man, they're going to be in a world of hurt. They're not going to know what's going on. The church, they're going to realize the church is not going to save them. The pastor's not going to come and pick them up in the church van and feed them. Because guess what? He's going to be under martial law too. You're going to find out the name Jesus Christ is not going to save you. Because that's not the Most High's, the Son of the Most High's name. His name is Yahawashi. And, that's all I have to really say about that. May this edify you, Akim. But the Most High is getting ready to strike the food. Just like you brothers have been talking about. Just like all my brothers that have made videos of, Section 8 welfare and stuff like that, getting ready, to come at the ultimate price, that RFID chip. And so, with that being said, Shalom.